Felicia Scorpio's advice to Sasha Gilmore about reconnecting with her family is a heartfelt appeal for forgiveness. Having navigated her own complex family dynamics, Felicia encourages Sasha to consider rekindling a bond with her father while finding it within herself to forgive her mother, despite their painful history. Felicia's words are a reminder that time is fleeting and second chances aren't always guaranteed. She gently nudges Sasha toward vulnerability, urging her to heal her emotional scars, not only for her family, but for her own peace. This message seems to resonate with Sasha, who is torn between her fierce independence and a longing to mend her family ties. Felicia's advice transcends mere familial repair. It's about courage, acceptance, and understanding that forgiveness is sometimes the bravest form of healing. Yet the question lingers, will Sasha be able to take Felicia's words to heart and rebuild those bridges before it's too late? Simultaneously, Holly Sutton's relationship with Sasha reveals a complexity that challenges Sasha's long-held views. Known for her history of self-interest, Holly surprises everyone by sacrificing her treasured diamonds to save Sasha's life, an act of maternal selflessness that is uncharacteristic but profound. This gesture causes Sasha to reassess her mother's character, wondering if Holly's motives have always been as self-serving as she once believed. For Sasha, this rare act of sacrifice may signal a new beginning in their relationship, but years of mistrust still hold her back. Holly's intricate personality and her ability to act in moments of crisis force Sasha to confront a difficult truth. Can a single act redefine a person's nature, or are these transformations only temporary? Meanwhile, Robert Scorpio finds his feelings for Holly put to the test. For years, he's grappled with a mix of affection and frustration, but Holly's recent actions toward their daughter spark something deeper in him. Seeing Holly's selfless side for the first time, Robert begins to question if his judgments have been fair or overly harsh. This internal conflict reveals his struggle with the delicate balance of love and forgiveness, a situation familiar to anyone who has been hurt by someone they care about. As he ponders a possible future with Holly, Robert finds himself at a crossroads. Should he open his heart to forgiveness and a potential reconciliation? Or is it better to part with a sense of mutual respect rather than romantic love? At the same time, Drew Quartermain is also navigating murky waters in both his personal and professional life. A recent visit to Willow Corinthos brings unresolved feelings to the forefront, leaving Drew to question the nature of their bond. Although they shared an intimate moment, Drew feels uncertain about their status, sensing that Willow, too, is struggling with the fine line between friendship and something more. His visit is more than a simple check-in. It's an attempt to address the lingering emotions and assess where they each stand. As past feelings resurface, Drew and Willow are left to confront their unspoken desires and whether they share a mutual vision for the future. The outcome remains ambiguous, leaving both wondering if they're truly on the same page or simply chasing a connection that may never solidify into something more. Maxi Jones confronts Nina Reeves, challenging her decisions and imploring her to sever ties with Drew for good. Maxi, who has always championed the importance of family, warns Nina of the potential consequences if she continues down this path, suggesting that her bond with Willow might be in jeopardy. Maxi's protective instincts surface as she emphasizes the value of honesty, urging Nina to prioritize her daughter over her ambitions. For Maxi, the ultimatum isn't just about Drew. It's about the preservation of family ties and the acknowledgement that some relationships are too precious to compromise. Nina, however, is not one to be swayed easily, pushing back against Maxi's insistence. This confrontation lays bare the friction between personal ambition and familial loyalty, hinting at the difficult choices Nina faces as she weighs her desires against her responsibilities. Willow's interactions with Drew are tinged with a sense of anticipation as she struggles to process her recent decisions and the possible fallout they could create. Her conversation with him reveals an underlying vulnerability, as Willow confesses to feeling uncertain about the path they have chosen. The mutual desire they once felt seems clouded now by apprehension, and both seem to be dancing around the implications of their tryst. Their connection, while passionate, now feels tenuous, and they are left questioning if their choices were driven by genuine affection or a momentary lapse. The emotional complexity between Willow and Drew reflects the often messy nature of adult relationships, where intimacy is laced with doubts and decisions are rarely black and white. Meanwhile, Laura Collins and Lucky Spencer receive news about Lulu Spencer, and there is cautious optimism in the air. Lulu's liver transplant appears to have been successful, with her health indicators improving significantly. This medical milestone sparks hope that Lulu might be on the path to recovery, even potentially waking from her long coma. For Laura and Lucky, this news is bittersweet. While they are thrilled at the prospect of Lulu's return, they remain mindful of the fragile nature of hope in such situations. They are reminded of the years they have spent waiting, the heartbreak of false hopes, and the resilience it has taken to stay grounded through it all. Yet, as they absorb the good news, there's a palpable shift in their outlook, a renewed sense of hope that perhaps, this time, fate may finally be on their side. Finally, in a broader scope of events, Trina Robinson makes a noteworthy impression within her community, signaling her emergence as a formidable force. Her recent accomplishments highlight her potential and set the stage for her to become a key player among her peers. Trina's success represents a fresh perspective and a sense of promise that the community eagerly embraces. Simultaneously, Drew awaits news on his electoral ambitions, anxiously navigating the uncertainties of his political journey. Drew's fate in the election looms large, with his personal life intricately intertwined with his public aspirations. His success or failure will undoubtedly impact not just his future, but the lives of those closest to him, as he contemplates the sacrifices he may have to make for public service. As Anna Devane turns her attention to Jason Morgan, her curiosity is piqued by recent revelations. Jason's apparent deception raises concerns, and Anna begins to probe deeper, questioning the extent of his duplicity. Her inquiry into how long he has been lying suggests a potential breach of trust that could shift the foundation of their relationship. Anna's interactions with Jason are more than just personal. They're emblematic of the ongoing tension between loyalty and truth in her life. Each revelation brings her closer to an understanding of Jason's motives, but also pushes her to question her own choices as she navigates a path filled with secrets, alliances, and the delicate balance of trust and betrayal.